Welcome back to this TV. Match night nil. Tottenham Hotspurs won. Tottenham Hotspurs win their first European trophy in 41 years and their first piece of silverware in 17 years. Manchester United will lose to Europa League final, and officially this season, it to be fair, even if we won, it would be a failure. But now it's even like an absolute failure. There are literally and absolutely no positives to take away from this season. And yeah, I think that if Ineos will be making some very big decisions in the summer, because now when I mean if you look at before the game I was very adamant of Bruno Fernandes staying, but after watching a performance like that, if 150 million is on the table, I don't see why you won't take it right now, because something has to change. Something has to change at this football club, because we can't keep going like this. We can't. What I will say about today is that no one is safe. Amarim is not safe. I still think I wouldn't go as far as being Amarim out. Today he got it wrong. Tactically got it wrong. 11 was wrong. Subs way too late. But other than that, I would say that this United team, I was so I was intrigued when we conceded, because I was nervous, of course, but then I was confident that we would pull back, because when the going gets tough, your best players step up, and Bruno, Ahmad, probably two best players invisible in that second half, and that just summed up the whole game. No one can. I think very few players can hold their heads high after that game. So I'm sorry I've talked too long, but yeah, man, Yash, got Yash here, man. You don't come on a tunnel often, but it's really unfortunate that you did today.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, thoughts on the game.
Dude, yeah, it's just terrible because I mean we needed to win that game, you know, just to get Champions League, and just to get something out of that season. Now, I mean, we just finished 16th, could finish 17th, and just what a failure of a season. Yeah, it just looked like none of the players really cared today. Like they didn't play for the the badge, so really lacking that passion from the players. Um, it's just frustrating to watch. I think we were like the better team. It's just that Onana just really messed that up. I can't believe he let that in. That was such a cagey goal, like such a dumb goal to let in. So I'm just really mad about that. Because yeah, this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for that. So I really don't know. I might have lost some words because I really don't know where the club goes from here. This is an all time low. And I didn't think it would get worse, but I mean, here we are.
Right now, a lot of reports were saying that if we won today, I think there would have been a decent chance that we go for Victor Gyökeres in the summer. But now we probably have to settle for Liam Delap. But would he even want us? There's like I've heard 8 or 9 clubs are linked to him. A lot of those clubs would probably be in Europe. So if we don't get Delap, then what's the option at striker? And on the striker as well. What was your take on Rasmus Højlund? Because he's been getting a lot of criticism recently. I thought he was okay today. I feel like some people were a bit very harsh on him today. He didn't get any chances because we had no service, but I thought he held up the ball well. I didn't think he had a bad game tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Rasmus played that bad. He had that one shot on goal. Dude, that clearance was really good. But yeah, that was a good clearance. But I mean, I don't think he was bad. He was average today. But yeah, like you said, no service to him. So I mean, I don't think he was bad. I still think he can be a good player. But you know,
Now, all I'll say is that we need Mateus Cunha to be freaking Ronaldinho next season.
yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, this really messed up because now like this affects the summer signings and everything.
So much. I feel
Yeah,
like right now I can't see more than 3 signings right now,
more than
and
wow.
that's
Yeah,
and that's scary, because I think Cunha is confirmed, because I think Romano did say that even without Champions League football we will get Mateus Cunha. So fair play to Ineos on that. However, you have 2 Brazilians left properly, and you have so many holes in that team, and I don't know, because the midfield is an issue, the striker is a big issue. But honestly, if we don't get a new goalkeeper next summer, I don't see, like, if we sign, for example, Mateus Cunha, even if we signed Victor Gyökeres, and let's say we sign Edison, 3 star players for these 3 positions, if you have Anana in goal next season, I don't see what's the point of those signings, because he's going to cost us games.
yeah. Nah, yeah, he's literally just a liability, like in goal. Like every time the ball gets close to him, like I always panic. There's always a nervous, I'm always feeling nervous because you never know what he's gonna do. He's gonna fumble the ball or something. It's gonna go through his hands. Like he can't do what he's supposed to be good at. Like
And I don't know if you noticed this. This is something I notice quite often during the game. Onana and Vicario were complete contrasts in the sense that anytime Spurs crossed the ball, it always looked dangerous because Onana was never near the ball. He was always staying behind, letting the defenders deal with it instead of claiming crosses. While Vicario, I would say there were at least a dozen times today where we put a ball into the box and Vicario,
he would just catch it.
he's
Yeah,
yeah, he just caught it. So I just like, I don't really buy into this ball playing goalkeeper thing because that's the whole reason we signed Onana, and I believe that a goalkeeper should just be able to stop shots. But a part of being able to prevent goals is commanding a box. And I mean, this is something that David De Gea was criticized for a lot at Manchester United. I think Onana's probably been even worse at it. So, I mean, it's I mean, if I will try to find some positives. I think that I don't know what you thought, but I thought I was very impressed with Dogo today. I thought Patrick Dogo
yeah.
well.
Dorgu had a good game. Man, he was like the one player where I would say he was playing really well. I mean,
I
other
mean,
than that, I can't. Who else played well? I mean, yeah, I don't know, but Dorgu did play good. He had that one really good tackle. That we could have gotten 2-0 there. So I mean, yeah, I think Dorgu had a good game. But other than that, I mean, I don't know.
yeah. I mean, this is literally the worst Manchester United team in history.
Yeah,
Not even because we're 17th in the league, but because we ended Spurs' trophy drought. Like we are officially like this will like never even after 10 years, if we win the treble, no one will forget this. No one
yeah.
will ever forget this.
This is an all time low, bro. Like I can't even believe this. Like we just my whole like I've been watching football since like I don't know 2014 or something since that first World Cup 2014 that World Cup and like everybody would always make fun of Tottenham for never winning a trophy. It's been like 10 years since I've been watching this sport. 11 years since I've been watching this sport, and now they've won. Like this is insane. This is and the fact that we were the team to let them do it. Like they won it against us. It's just I can't even believe it.
I mean, I
So
do have to ask an uncomfortable question. Do you think there's a chance that Eminem goes?
I don't know. I there could be. I mean, honestly, yeah, I think there's a chance he could go because I mean, look at the league. We finished 17th or 16th, something like that. So, I mean, any other manager, he did take us to a Europa League final, but I mean, we didn't win it. So,
But it doesn't matter. Like no one remembers finalists.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think there's a chance he could go because I mean, just finishing 16th with Man United and the players that you have, like we when he came in, I think we were like 8th. So,
Now we were
um,
14th actually.
oh, we were 14th.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't won many games, since he's come in. So, yeah, I think there's a chance he could go.
The thing is as well, I saw some reports. I don't know how true they were, but I saw some reports before the game. I don't know why it was published before the game, but I saw some reports that apparently I think it was after Brighton. I think it was after 3-1 Brighton at Old Trafford. Apparently after that game, that was in January. Ruben Amorim was considering to walk after that game.
Oh, wait to what?
So he was considering resigning after the
Oh,
Brighton
okay.
game in January.
Dang. Okay.
So I honestly could see a world where he just walks away.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you see it, he's very prideful. Like he in his press conferences he criticizes himself so much. Like he takes so much responsibility, more than any other manager I've ever seen. So in that sense I could see him walking. He could be like,
yeah.
listen, it could be like, listen, I don't deserve a transfer window, I'm out of here, all the best to whoever comes in next.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel so bad for him too because he was really doing well at
Sporting.
Sporting. Yeah. So and then he comes here and then it just gets ruined. And that's
I mean
just
this
like it's the club. It's not the manager. At the end of the day, I feel like.
I mean this is the thing. Every player, not every, 85% of players who leave Manchester United suddenly turn up. They just like they're playing well again. They look like they're enjoying playing football again. I mean, if you're Anthony, why would you like? of course, our objective will try to be to sell him. But on a real note, would you even be like, I'd rather pay for Betis and United? Like, not even because of not like if you remove the fact that we don't want to play him, that we don't want him to play for us. Let's imagine that we want him to play for us. Would he still even pick us over Betis, even if we wanted him to play for us?
Yeah, like it takes the joy out of like the team. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, trying to get player ratings up. Most I've talked about, I suppose. Um, yeah, I mean, but I mean, to be honest, people will give Spurs credit. I don't feel like giving Spurs credit at all. They literally just parked the bus for the
yeah, I
whole
know.
game.
Like
And
they really didn't deserve that. Like it's just literally just Onana handed them the Europa League final. That's what it was.
I think it's such a shame because I, if you apart from this final, I loved this run. Like what we did against Lyon, what we did against Bilbao, that magical night we had. I
Yeah,
mean, and again, I mean, we talked about this that in the match action against Bilbao. That night in Roma was special for us, but the fact that we couldn't go on to win the final really it just really it just kind of sours that semi-final. And I think it's the same here. Like that Harry Maguire, if we won this Europa League trophy, no matter how we won it, that Harry Maguire header against Leon would have been forever iconic. I feel like people won't even remember it right now.
exactly. Yeah, like there's so many memorable like moments in this run that we had, and yeah, just we can never capitalize and win. Like this is just a repetition of 4 years ago. I feel like
Yeah,
all these
except
good
now,
moments.
but like 10 times more shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Like at least we finished second that year and got Champions League. This year we're 16th. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've almost got. I think the website's not working, so I was gonna try to manually do the play ratings. What are your? I mean, honestly, I mean, like, what are your thoughts as well on? Because I feel like it's a very strong possibility that Bruno Fernandes could leave Manchester United this summer after the performance he's had and the amount of money you could get from him from Saudi. And I
Yeah.
do believe, I think Al Hilal, I heard rumors that they're all looking at one, they want to sign one star player, like world class player, right before the Club World Cup. So, I mean, would you sell Bruno this summer?
I mean, I obviously as a fan, I mean, I would hate to see him go. But if I'm him, like that contract, that money is crazy. Like
Yeah.
that's good money. And then I'm just being tired of losing with Man United over the last 5 years. Like, shoot, I might, if I'm him, I might take that offer. I mean, obviously, you kind of downgrade. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he could go win the World Cup too. But obviously, yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one. I hope he doesn't go because if we don't have him, we're a relegation team. So I
Yeah.
mean,
I feel like I do feel like I've seen a lot of people try to discredit Bruno from
yeah,
what
that's
he's done this
crazy.
season, which I believe that's disrespectful. I feel like I understand if you want to sell him. I understand that point of view, but you have to be respectful to Bruno Fernandes because he has been our best signing since Alex Ferguson left. But I say this with a heavy heart. I'd say Bruno Fernandes this summer because if you get 150 million for him, I think you can make 5 to 6 good signings because not sure if you know how this works, but this is this scheme in football sort of called amortization. It's how Chelsea signed so many players in so many windows. How it works is that if I sign Gyökeres for 50 million on a 5 year contract, I'm only actually paying 10 million because I can spread that 50 million over 5 years.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so in that way, you can make with 150 million, you can make 5 to 6 good signings, I believe. So, and
Yeah,
I feel like it's tough as well. 'Cause I feel like you need 2 or 3 players to replace Bruno.
yeah. How old
But
is Bruno? Also, like
31.
30. Yeah, so maybe it's time then. Because I mean, if you're gonna get that money from now, like
You
that
won't ever
would
get it.
be. We won't get that later. Yeah, and yeah, if we can just start the rebuild like sooner rather than later. Um, I mean, yeah,
I mean, very unfortunate, but yeah, I have got fair ratings. So not exactly fair ratings, but we'll just do it like this because the website's not down right now. So yeah, Onana, I'm giving a freaking, I don't fucking know, two, bro. One, I don't fucking get,
I'll
man.
give him like a negative number, bro. Like he's so damn.
And the thing is as well, he didn't even make any saves. He didn't have to.
Yeah, I don't think did he actually not? That's crazy.
He didn't have to.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nah, cause like every time the ball would come in, I'd always get stressed when they would cross it, cause Nana literally doesn't know what to do. Like he makes it
So,
look so bad, and then just the fumble, like it's crazy.
so yeah. Harry Maguire, probably a four. I don't think it was that. I wouldn't. He wasn't that bad tonight, but he just had so many. Also, just another thing that I forgot to point out: the amount of set pieces we had, we wasted all of them. It's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think Maguire gave him a four. He just couldn't really win any of his aerial duels that much today. I mean, I'll give him a five actually. I thought he dealt with Solanke well actually, so I'll give him a five. But yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think today no one's getting more above a six today. No one.
yeah,
Um, Luke Shaw probably a three. Luke Shaw wasn't out today. I feel it's not even his fault. I just feel like he's been back for I think barely a month. The thing is, Amram got it wrong with Sterling Shaw because he didn't even have a good game, and it makes sense that he didn't have a good game because he's been out for like what almost
yeah.
a year of football.
The whole year, yeah,
So like, yeah, I mean, I don't like Lindelof, but I would have like I think Lindelof would have been a better choice today, for being honest. I think. So yeah. Danny Otto, give him a six.
like, yeah.
I,
It wasn't too bad. He was trying to create too. He was the
yeah,
main center back. Like, yeah, he was one of the only ones that was really trying.
yeah.
That was, like really cared.
I mean, I feel like, in my opinion, like for example, like last year we had I think Garnacho, Hoyland, and Mino, was it that iconic
Yeah,
photo
the
beat
three.
West
Yeah,
Ham? In my opinion, that's kind of gone now. For me, right now, the big three is Yodo, Mino, and Ahmad. We need to build our future, in my opinion,
yeah,
around
for sure. Yeah,
these three players. So yeah, but Yodo, I mean, he was constantly trying to create, and yeah, I mean, I think he is one of the players who can hold his head up high after this game. Masraoui, five. I think he was
yeah.
that
He's
bad, to be
mid.
fair. The thing is, I don't think a lot of players in the team were absolutely dreadful. It's just no one had a good game.
Yeah, it was just an
Um,
off night. Like it was the wrong game to play like this.
yeah, wrong game to switch off. Dogu, I give him man of the match. I give him seven.
Yeah, he played like he had passion for the badge
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, so I was impressed with Dogu. I think some people were questioning him as well. He's 20 years old. I mean, for reference, Patrice Evra at that age was playing in League Two. Be patient with him. I think he'll come good. And yeah. In the midfield. Oh, sorry, not Ugarte. Oh, sorry, I got that wrong. Uh, Mason Mount started here, and then yeah, Ugarte. Yeah, didn't even play today. Yeah, I
He
didn't
didn't
even.
play. Yeah, what? I don't know what's going on with that.
I mean, to be fair, he wouldn't have done anything today. So that
Yeah,
doesn't put it.
yeah,
So Casemiro, five.
yeah.
I don't think,
5 or 6. He didn't really.
not really a horrible performance, but yeah, didn't
Yeah,
really step up either. Bruno Fernandez giving him a two. Honestly, I like it didn't have a good game. It was just horrible. I think also I don't think we mentioned that as well. He was very responsible for that first goal. It was his loose ball which led to them breaking.
that was Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno gave the ball away.
Oh shoot. Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and the amount of times as well. There were a lot of times like he gave up the ball in very dangerous situations. Like like I think in the second half, Spurs were in. I think once or twice they were in, but we defended very well, and that was because of Bruno that they were in. So yeah, I mean, I let him go on the summer. He's still been, I think, apart from David De Gea, I'd say he's been by far our best player since Alex Ferguson left. So all respect to him for what he's done. He's been a great servant to the club. I'll forever remember him leading us to an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, ending our trophy drought. But I think it's time to move on. It's just because the amount of money you can get for him, I'm not sure if anyone else will do it. Amram certainly won't want that. But we don't even know if Amram stays actually, so that's not even matter.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I think I think it's time to cash in on Bruno. Cash in on Bruno. And this is the thing. When you have a result like this today, you have to start. You have to start making bold decisions. You have to start being ruthless. Have to. Mason Mount. For
Not even see him, to be
he was
honest.
invisible.
Yeah,
The thing is, I think Mount's been. He's not been amazing, but he's been. I would say he's been good. As he's
yeah,
come from us. It's been good. Was probably man of match contender in the semifinals, but yeah, that just he just couldn't get in the game. I feel like we were just focusing so much on getting the ball to Ahmad that we just ignore Mount on his side. So yeah, very unfortunate. And Ahmad, I think he was good in the first half. I feel like Spurs had 3 or 4 players on him, and he was still trying to create. He was still creating well, but in the second half, he just couldn't keep it up. He just got swallowed by the
yeah.
pressure.
He just couldn't
So
break through. Yeah,
I'll give him a 5. I still think he's probably our best player, but and it is what I will say to basically for a lot of the game plan was basically give the ball to Ahmad to have that pressure and to rely that much on a 21-year-old is very unfair, and I will say that. But we know what he can do, and he just, according to his standards, I think he himself would say he underperformed tonight. So yeah, very unfortunate. Rasmus Hoyland, give him a 5. Um,
yeah,
no service. What can I do? Held up the ball a few times recently, but I don't think he had a bad game today. And after bench, I believe there was Zug Singh Ganacho. I thought for like the first 5 minutes after they came on, we looked a bit more lively, but then they just faded away as well during the game.
yeah. Like Garnacho had that one shot, but
Yeah,
then like other than that,
that was
nothing.
like the first time we tested Vicario in that game, first
Exactly.
time.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, listen, I think Ganacho as well goes. I think it is actually very interesting because if you said Ganacho and Bruno, could be 200 million, right?
yeah. Because Garnacho's 50, I think. So
So I mean, big
yeah,
call. Big calls in the summer. Let's see what anyone else will do. Um, who else came on? I mean, Mainu, Dalo. They didn't. I mean, they barely. I mean, no rating for them. They barely came on. So yeah.
yeah.
Ruben Amorim. Listen, I believe in this manager. I really do. And people might question that after tonight, but I don't believe he cost us this game. I believe that him starting Shaw was the wrong decision, but because of how dodgy Lindelof has been this season, I can kind of understand it. Um, and some people would have said that he should have made subs at halftime. I I would have done that, but at the same time, maybe the game, from his perspective, maybe the game can flow differently in the first 10 15 minutes. Like, what if we score in the first 10 15 minutes? Then what happens? So, but yeah, I think 70 minutes I think he should have probably made subs around 60 minutes, but he got that wrong. But in my opinion, I looked down at the players, and I was like this with Ten Hag even till the end when he was sacked. I was never Ten Hag out because I simply refused to let these players uh, slide. I simply refuse to sack another manager, and I will be like that with Amarim. I refuse to be Amarim out. I will not
Yeah.
ever. I will not. I'll not be Amarim out. I won't. But
Also, yeah.
I
I
go on.
think they put him into a bad position because I mean he came in the middle of the year.
Yeah,
Like that, it's always never a good position for a manager to take over. So I think like give him a full summer, give him a full year, then see how he does, then make a decision after that maybe. But that's a long process. But still, I
yeah,
think that's what I would do.
yeah. I just realized as well. I mean, we probably will. I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, Romero got man of the match. Didn't have deserved. I think
Oh
probably.
yeah, Chris,
Probably.
the center back.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean yeah, they were low key locking us down. I think it's deserved, yeah.
yeah. Fair enough.
Because their attackers didn't do much, to be honest.
No, no, no. Taking that. I mean, the defense won them the game. So
Yeah, that was
yeah,
a horrible. Like for a neutral fan, like my brother was watching the game. Like
yeah.
that
That was
was
a
a
horrible
horrible
game
game to
to watch.
watch. Horrible game to watch. That
Yeah,
was. I don't even know.
yeah. Like, bro, I think the only good English final we've seen is probably Chelsea United. That's the only good final we've seen.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's. Yeah, no.
So yeah, yeah. I mean, but yeah, I back this manager. I hope he stays. And yeah, we have to rebuild in the summer. I think next season, these players they owe us like they need to turn into freaking prime Barcelona to pay us back for what they did this season.
I
Like,
know, yeah. What do you
so
think? What do you think is like a realistic expectation for next year, like with signings and everything?
if we get 5 to 6 good signings with a new team, like pretty much like that's half a team basically. So very a lot of changes, and you do have some players like Matthias De Ligt, Ugarte, Diallo, who you can keep around. Kobe Mino, you can keep these guys around. So keep with that in mind. Top six, I think.
Top six.
Top six. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get CL, but
No.
yeah, I think top six, top seven.
Yeah, I mean, and also Amram as well. He'll have ample time on the training ground with no Europe, so expectations will be set higher. So yeah,
Yeah.
need to do better. Yeah, listen. What I will say is that the kit which I'm wearing right now, the kit we wore 1968 when we beat Benfica in the European Cup final, and listen, a plane crash which killed around most of our first team didn't kill us as a club, so this won't kill us as a club either. We'll be back. It feels like um, feels like I'll be a grandpa before we do come back, but eventually we will be back. And yeah, this club won't die. We aren't finished yet. We're not done yet, and yeah, all I'll say is that this is not the end of the world. It's close, but it's not the end of the world. And yeah, all we have to do is just all I'd say if my advice for an iPhone is just be stay off social media as much as possible for like the whole summer. Just
Yeah.
block, just like stay on YouTube. That's it. Don't open any other apps. Refresh. I don't know. Do whatever you want to. Like have a fucking the best summer vacation of your life because you deserve it as an iPhone. What you got to go to this season. Um, just yeah, recover, and yeah, we'll go again next summer. Next season, sorry. So yeah, think we'll end off here. I don't know if we have much else to discuss. I'm not sure how active we'll be in the channel to be honest, because um, after the loss of the Real, we didn't upload for like a month. I
Dang.
don't
Yeah.
think I don't think it'll be that bad this time because we have. I mean, I don't know actually. Well, I'll have to say, but
Yeah.
we'll be back for next season, but we'll see what happens in the summer. So yeah, I think we're not off here. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that button, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications to be notified when we upload the next video, and yeah, see you next season.